Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about testing out new products. Most of these products are new to the market, but are certainly new to my collection. I think there were a couple of products that I talked about in the video that I've had for a while, but I don't think that I've actually filmed with them here on my channel, so I went ahead and talked about those a little bit as well. So today is not really a makeup tutorial. I'm just testing out the products and giving you guys my first impressions of the product, or more like second impressions. Now let me explain. I filmed a whole video about a lot of these products last week, and I really didn't like any of the footage, how the look turned out, or anything. I had a different eyeshadow palette last week and I really hated it, so I swapped it out with today's eyeshadow palette that was also new to my collection. So I have refilmed the whole video, and I'll talk to you guys about that other eyeshadow palette in another video later on, like in the favorites. I'll talk about it then. It's going to be a disappointment, but it'll be in the favorites video. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. So the look that I'm wearing today, I used all of the products that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to kind of talk about the products and tell you guys how I feel about the products, and I'll also insert some footage of me filming using the products. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to talk a little, show a little, talk a little, show a little. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. As I talk about these products, just let me know what you think about them and how it looks in today's look. I'd just love to know. So the foundation that I'm wearing is this Makeup Revolution foundation. It is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I have two shades here because I ordered this from Makeup Revolution. I wasn't sure what shade I was in. I got it in two shades, F12 and F12.5. So this one is F12. There's a doe foot applicator here. I thought maybe that one was going to come closer because you really can't tell a big difference here. But when I put it on my face, 12.5 is actually my shade. So I'm going to put that one here. You see, it kind of disappears a little bit better. So let's just rub those in here just so you guys can get a look at the shades here. Okay, so this one is much lighter. I can't believe it, just because of it's a 0.5 shade difference, but this is much lighter, so I'm going with this shade. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply 12.5. I'm gonna see if I can just work with what's here. How far does that get me? All right, so let's start off with a beauty blender on this side. And I think it said to use a sponge on the website when I read up on the product. So, or this is the Morphe sponge. It's not a beauty blender. And I like this sponge. Okay, so we'll use a sponge. The last time I put this on, I liked both methods as far as application. The sponge and brush were both good. So this is the Tarte brush. We're going to do this side with a brush. Okay. See how that kind of just disappears on the skin. This is one pump, or one dollop. This is one dollop from the wand, okay? And again, this is full coverage. All right, and some of this didn't get covered with the one. I'm gonna apply some just to spots or areas where I kind of need additional coverage. But as you can tell, I didn't see a huge difference in the two methods of application. I just think either way worked. I didn't experience any challenges with the brush nor with the sponge. So whatever you like. Like, this is a very good color match. Hopefully you guys can see that. Very good color match. I have the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I used it last time when I did this video, and I didn't like the two together. I just noticed that my under eye looked horrible, and I don't know why, but I didn't like it at all, so I'm not doing it this time. So I just went back to my Shape Tape because I didn't want the foundation to take a hit because it maybe didn't play nicely with the concealer. That's kind of weird. It's the same brand, which is why I used them together, but I did not like them together. So today we're going with Shape Tape. I think it is now offered at Ulta online. I haven't seen it in my Ulta in stores, but I'm sure it's on its way. But right now I did notice that it was online. 12.5 is absolutely perfect. So I'll probably gift 12 to a friend of mine that I think can wear this shade, and it is a really nice foundation. 12.5, as you can tell, is probably like one of the best foundation matches that I've ever tried on. Like, it just kind of melted into my skin when I applied it. I had plenty of time to get the foundation spread out all over my face before it set. I do think that this is full coverage. I think it's kind of buildable because I was able to add a little bit more in certain spots and it was easy for me to blend out. I didn't notice it oxidizing or getting darker on me. It seemed to be true to color. I think this is probably a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, but I haven't tried that. When I wore it all week, I noticed that my skin was producing a little bit more oil. It seemed like it was getting a little bit more oily than some of my other foundations, but not to the point where it was breaking apart. I tried it out with different primers to see if it was primers that I was using. Today I used the YSL primer that I like, and this one actually has that silicone feel, and for some people you may think that it would create more of an oily look, but it actually doesn't on me. It just really makes my foundation apply really smoothly and last all day. For some reason it gives me that effect and I love it. Last week when I tested this out, I also kind of added in some of my other glow products, and this week I made sure not to do that because I really wanted to see how the foundation held up without adding any extra glow other than the little bit of highlighter that I have on. I'm really pleased with how it's looking so far. I've had it on now for a couple of hours. This foundation comes in 24 shades. It is a demi matte foundation. I like this bottle. It says here that it is a Luxe glass bottle, so it's one of those frosted bottles, so that is really nice. It is really heavy actually. It feels more like a high-end foundation as far as the bottle, so I like that. It's supposed to give you full coverage, but it's supposed to look like real skin, and it diffuses blemishes and uneven skin tone. I think that it did a pretty good job of evening my skin tone. And I'm not sure how long it's supposed to stay on. It's vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, and oil-free. I don't see here on Ulta's website, that's what I'm reading. I don't know how long this is supposed to wear. I'm not sure. This foundation is $12. I certainly think it is worth $12. Let me talk about this setting powder, guys. This is a Clinique setting powder. I don't know when this came out. It was on sale at Ulta. Okay, this is a loose powder. Oh, I forgot to use the brush. Oh my gosh, I just realized that, guys. It comes with a brush. All right, this powder comes with a brush that I forgot to use. I probably didn't need to use it if I forgot. Okay, nice brush. It does come with a retractable brush. That's nice, but I forgot all about it when I was applying it. This is Clinique's Signature Blended Powder. I got it in the shade 04 Transparency. I bought it online, so I wasn't sure what color to get, and I went ahead and got one that was a little darker because I knew how I could use it. It looks like this as far as the color. Because I see that it's a little dark, I'm just going to use my translucent powder by Laurent Mercier in my concealer areas, and then I'll apply the Clinique powder in all the other areas of my face because I know myself, and I don't want my under eye not to be light and bright. I like light and bright under the eye. So I'm just keeping it real. Here we go. Now we're with the Clinique powder. So let's see. I might find that, oh guys, it's a little lighter than I expected. I might have been able to use it under my eye, but I was scared to take the risk. So even though it says or looks darker in the pan, it looks like it maybe does go on a little bit translucent, but oh no, I did it again. I did it again. I have a cream product that I wanted to use. and I did it again. So let's, before that's on my face too long, let's go ahead and dust it off in these areas. Let's dust it off real quick. Okay. Another product that I tested out was this Makeup Revolution contour stick. You guys know me, anytime I'm using a cream contour stick, I'm gonna put it on backwards. I'm going to, not backwards, but you guys know, I'm gonna put it on in the reverse order. I put the powder on, then I forgot that I hadn't used this, and so I dusted the powder off really quickly, and then I used this. And it's gorgeous. I thought it was beautiful. I was concerned it wasn't going to be deep enough on my skin tone, but it really is. Let's make sure you can see that. It has a red orange hue, you know, it's kind of a warm brown. And so if you like more of a cool contour, then this won't necessarily be for you. But if you like a warm contour, if you want your contour to look a little bit warm, then you might like this. So I do think it is a good option. It is affordable. It is a good option for a contour stick if you like cream contour. So I do like how it looks. I make the ugliest faces when blending out contour, especially when I gotta blend it out over powder. Oh gosh, this is hilarious. This is really nice. So this is the Kat Von D brush that I use for contouring. And this is also like an It Cosmetics concealer brush. I'm just also using that one. I applied powder contour over it, which is this shade here, and they both complement each other very well. This is also a warm contour shade. See there. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so they complement each other very well. This is the Sephora Spice Market palette. This is a very good buy. The blush colors are beautiful. I didn't use them today. I just used the contour out of this palette today, but it is gorgeous and it really worked well with the cream contour. So I was happy with that. You know I was. I'm gonna get a little more of the Clinique, especially since I know it's sort of translucent. And we'll just go here. Okay, I'm gonna bake a little bit. This loose, lightweight texture is right for every type of skin. Sets and perfects makeup, makes pores seem to disappear. Airy, skin-hugging formula delivers a reliable, flawless finish. The benefits are supposed to be good for evening your skin tone. It's for all skin types. Natural matte, sheer to medium coverage. This is non-acnegenic, allergy tested, and 100% fragrance free and oil free. There are several reviews. There are 286 reviews, so I assume it's been on the market. It's just not a product that I hear anybody talking about, and the only reason I purchased it was because it was like 40 to 50% off, and it's normally $27. So what I can say to you guys is this is more affordable than like my Laura Mercier powder, and you get 1.2 ounces of this. And this is good powder, and I was really not expecting it to be, but I really think it gave me a very matte look, and it really smoothed this foundation out to the point where like it made the foundation look better than it's been looking on me all week. Like I was getting ready to be, you know, I was unsure about the foundation, but this powder kind of made a big difference. So this powder is a keeper for me, and I thought that it was going to be like darker, but I put my regular Laura Mercier in the center here, but later on I had to go back over it with this, and it blended right in with my highlighted areas, so that's good. Good powder. So goodbye, good powder. The Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. This is nothing new to anyone else but new to my collection. It's the one that it has a spoolie on one end, and it's the one that has that kind of triangular shape, and I do like it. It was good for my brows. It will take a little bit of getting used to. It's sort of like the Benefit one that I've had in the past, so I like it, and I like that it's chunky, but sometimes when you're trying to really get the shape you want, it's not as easy to manipulate as the brow is. So if you really need to kind of shape your brows and you're spending more time shaping, you may want the Brow Wiz versus this one, but I like this too, so I will have to use it a little bit more and get used to the shape, but I do like it. Let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. This is the Naked Urban Decay Cherry palette. I used it to create today's look. Let's use the soft ochre paint pot today. I rarely use it. But let's do that today. Alright guys, we're just going to go with the ring light for a little while and see if it helps with the autofocus. And I may turn it back on. So I'm just taking whatever's left on the powder brush side of this brush and just dabbing it over my eyes to create a very smooth canvas. Caution might be here for me as a transition shade, but I can't tell if it's going to be really light or not. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is really a transition. Like it's the same color as whatever I have on my eyes already. That was kind of an unnecessary step because I already look like this, but anyway. Let's go with Juicy. Let's go with Juicy right here. Kind of crease transition area. I'm gonna kind of take it up high. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I feel like I look like a ghost, so let me turn down the... So I'm just kind of putting this in the upper crease. This is almost like more of a transition color for me. Devilish is really deep here. It's like a chocolate wine color. So let's see if we can put that in the crease. Right below the first, or the second shade actually, right below Juicy. These mattes are blending really well. First impression, very easy to blend. Colors are nice. I like it. Perfect for fall, I think. That's really pretty, and they're blending out kind of quickly. Like, I'm not having to spend, all day on it. I like it. Let's go a little deeper in the corner with Privacy. It's a chocolate. Privacy is kind of a chocolate burgundy brown. I like halo eyes, but I really prefer the half cut crease kind of eye. That's just my thing. You guys know, if you've been watching me, that's what I do more than anything. And a halo just takes a little bit more time, and I don't have time. Let's watch a few of these shimmers. This is Ambitious. Oh my goodness. This is Young Love. Turn On. Oh, Bang Bang. Drunk. That's a cute name. Drunk Dial is right here at the top here. Okay, look at that. Those are beautiful. Over here in the corner, I kind of like to layer things like this on top of my deeper outer V already. And I'm just using this flat brush by Morphe. It's the M167. I'm gonna have to reach outside my comfort zone. But I did that for last weekend's video that you guys will never see. And I hated that look. Like, I hated it. I'm gonna put Ambitious next. I'm gonna use as many colors as I can. This is Bang Bang. It's a peachy shimmer. Okay, let's put that on. Oh, it might not show up as much. Uh-oh, no. Okay, that looks too much like what I just used. So let's go to Turn On. It's called sort of a champagne color. Wow, more like what I was trying to go after. But now I can see the other color up under it. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Let's see if we can fix it. It looks like I cut the crease. Take a small brush and just kind of blend the shades together. Just gonna make sure they look blended. There we go. I like it. Okay. There is hardly any fallout. There's a little bit, but very minimal. Okay, so we're gonna just smudge. I'm gonna smudge some of these shadows underneath. But I tried to use as many shades as I could. I should have highlighted my brow bone. I forgot to do that. Let's use Hot Spot here. Let's see if that highlights the brow bone. I also have a Hot Spot highlighting my brow bone. I like this palette. I was pretty sure that I would like the palette. I have the Naked Heat palette, and I think this is just as good as Naked Heat. It's just kind of in this purple wine cherry family. So just as good as that. I think it is woman of color friendly because you do have some deeper shades here. I have on the deeper shades. This color here that is on my inner lid, the turn on color, I did put a little bit of Fix Plus on and I almost created a cut crease, and I really wasn't trying to. It just kind of easily cut the crease. So yes, this is awesome. Awesome. The formula, like the way that the matte shadows blended out, like I didn't spend a lot of time blending out the matte shadows. They just kind of blended out really easily, and I think they complement each other well. Even though these are kind of monochromatic, it has a range of shadows from light to dark, and they're perfect. It has the perfect amount of shimmers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers, 12 shadows, 5 of them are shimmers and 7 are matte. I think that is amazing. So it's going to be certainly one that I'm going to grab again throughout the fall. I love it. I think it's amazing. I love it. Also, the highlighters that I use. This highlighter, this Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline. Oh my goodness. Look at it. It is peach. And I have it here on my cheeks is most of what you see here. I use the Spark on top of it that I'm going to talk about next. But I really like this. I think I like this better than the gold. I don't know. I just like it. It's beautiful on. I absolutely love it. It's Molten Peach. If you can get your hands on this, I think that this is a keeper. I really like this. And this is Morphe Spark. And it's sort of a champagne color. So if you never were able to get your hands like on a Jaclyn Hill or something like that, it sort of looks like Jaclyn to me. You know, it's in that same family, and it's gorgeous as well. I think that this one, the Master Chrome, is kind of more glittery. It has a little more glitter, a little more punch, a little more oomph to it. And this is still, but like on the face, like, okay, you see this swatch? It just looks, to me, it looks more subdued. But immediately when I applied it to my nose, I put Spark down the center here and on my Cupid's bow, which the Cupid's bow may have faded some because of me applying my lipstick. But immediately when I applied it here, it's just like pow. So even though it looks sort of subtle here, or more subtle than some of my other highlighters, when it is applied to the skin, it just melts into the skin and it is amazing. I'm not sure what I paid for this, but it is Morphe, so you know it's affordable. Both of these are. So these are absolutely gorgeous, affordable highlighters, highly recommended by me. I've been talking about these lippies from Maybelline. They're like a lip shine. And today I am wearing this taupe color. This is Taupe Seduction and it looks like this, but you guys know I didn't just wear it by itself. I added on the Skinny Dip Lip Topper and Shayla's Lip Gloss Neat Freak, and I lined my lips with the ColourPop lip liner. So I really like it. I actually like it a lot by itself, but I always have to be extra and make my lips a little bit more shiny. It's gorgeous. This is just beautiful. And if you like kind of a glossy look, but you also like the thickness of lipstick, then you will love these little shine products. The formula of these is amazing, and I think they only have 8 or 10 shades. It wasn't very many as far as the shade range, but there's something for everybody. So I've had some pretty good buys lately. You know my philosophy, I try to do a little bit of research before I pick things up. Before we go, so I have had the foundation on now for maybe 3 hours probably is when I started, and I think it's still holding up pretty nicely. Again, I don't know if it's long wear foundation, but it looks good right now. It looks good right now. I am really pleased with all the products that I purchased for the most part. The foundation is probably the only iffy product. I've been wearing it all week and I kind of had mixed reviews, but I really like how it looks today. So I'll continue to wear it with different primers, different powders, and just see how it holds up. So I said all that to say, I like this. If you have normal to dry skin, it may perform even better on you. I have combination skin and I get oily in my T-zone. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you did. If you have any comments, leave them below. And if you have any questions, ask them. I will answer. And I'll be seeing you guys again very soon. Oh yes, and if you have not subscribed, click that subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy, signing out.